Hi guys, it's Deni here. You may admit that is the rather disappointing than you have already got through all interesting games, and there is no one game left that could brighten up your dull everyday life. But nope, many gamers think that games are good only if they are on everyone's lips, but they are wrong. Trust me, you can find a lot of great stuff by scrolling through the indie tab and checking out the portfolios of some little-known game studios. And what's more, you don't even have to do it yourself. I've already done everything for you, and all you have to do is sit back and enjoy this video. But before we begin, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. Okay, let's get started. And the first game on today's list is Blood Spear. It is a third-person fantasy action game that will take you to a dark mythical universe with medieval atmosphere. You will be playing as a nameless warrior that masters a spear and uses magic sometimes, to boost his attacks of course. By the way, he has several different attacks and abilities for his spear. Yes, the spear plays quite an important role here. As for the gameplay, he will have to fight different demonic creatures that have their own special abilities and tactics of battle, and of course bosses. As you may guess, the bosses here are much stronger than usual monsters. They have much more health and their attacks are rather strong, but don't worry, your health and attacks will be getting better too, so come on and let your powerful spear do the fighting. When you think of zombie apocalypse games, we always imagine an outbreak that happened either by accident or due to a zombie virus leak from the lab, and we have nothing to do but run away and fight off the zombies. But not this time. This time we have the pixel indie game Zombie Night Terror. They will have to lead an army of zombies and control these brainless creatures. As your warriors are not so smart, they can only move forward, they don't care about traps and shots and so can be killed very quickly if you don't think through the battle tactics. That's all more, here you will be able to upgrade them with a mutation system that will improve their vitals, intelligence, speed and survivability. So if you have ever wanted to be in charge of zombie horde, now is your chance. If you are looking for something with an interesting, in-depth story, you should definitely try the visual novel What Remains of Edith Finch. The game itself is a collection of stories that tell us about members of the Finch family. The main character here is Edith Finch, the last representative of the family, who is trying to find out what happened to her family. To do this, she decides to go to a huge mansion in the old family estate, to explore every corner there, to recreate the life and destiny of each of her relatives by scrubs and literally relive their last days. To get into the past of the Finch family, we will have to solve a lot of puzzles and explore all the different things in the house that you may find on the shelves and in the closets. You don't have to fight anyone or level up your character, but still, the game is very exciting and the story is a 10 out of 10. If you want to try a game there you can relax your mind and chill out after a hard day's work, you should try a construction strategy Dorfromantik. Here we'll create the Earth from scratch, decorating it with picturesque landscapes, standing populated cities, growing dense forests and huge mountains. At the very beginning you given a stack of tiles. One by one you will have to put them into any available slot on the field and you'll create groups and combinations of landscapes, like forests, villages or reservoirs. Sometimes you may be assigned the task of creating a certain combination of tiles, and based on how well the tiles are matched together, you'll be awarded points and given a scenic view of this little world. Nowadays, there are a lot of shooters available that offer different mechanics and types of combat. There are tactical, dynamic, large-scale RPG mechanics and team-based ones. But this is something new. BPM, bullets per minute. It's a shooter, the gameplay is all about the music. It's a dynamic first-person game with RPG elements that you have to shoot, jump and dodge enemies to the rhythm of an epic soundtrack. There is a single-player story campaign, which is divided into levels with randomly generated dungeons full of all kinds of monsters. You'll need to make into the end collection various weapons, abilities and items along the way. As you have already guessed, the rhythm and the tempo of the combat will be set by the rock opera soundtrack. Everyone who likes this kind of music will definitely enjoy it. Next we have the wonderful Dungeon 3 strategy game. There we get into the story of how the Dungeon Lord has lured the Dark Elf priestess Talia to his side, making her the lord of the united forces of evil, who must exterminate the forces of good forever and take over the whole world for the main character. Yes, in this game we will be playing as a villain. And I think that's cool. Come on, where else can you give free rein to your dark side and sophisticated villain fantasy and create an empire of evil with gloomy dungeons and evil spirits as soldiers? There are a lot of interesting features here that will allow you to build your world and control your troops and randomly generated games levels. By the way, the graphics here are just awesome. If you want to start your own military conflict, Ancient Warfare 3 is just for you. Here you can make men from different armies fight against each other using different mods. There are warriors from the prehistoric era, knights from the Middle Ages, and soldiers from World War I and II. There is no restriction on the location of the battles here, and if you get tired of just watching the battle from the sidelines, you will have the opportunity to go into the thick of it. You'll have first aid kits, grenades and ammo available, which you can use to help your troops or place randomly and then just enjoy that you get to see. And now we have the shooter Necromunda hired gun with awesome graphics. The main action here is set in the city of Necromunda from the well-known Warhammer world. You will take on the role of a professional mercenary who will not part with his faithful dog and is willing to go to great lengths for money. You will be offered to take orders to eliminate nightmarish mutants and ruthless fucks. You will need the money you get for fulfilling these orders to buy upgrades and level up your armory. You can also buy various implants that will improve your character's abilities. I bet you haven't heard about Swords and Souls Neverseen yet, even though it has pretty high scores on Steam. Swords and Souls Neverseen is an indie role-playing game about the unlucky character who was thrown to the unknown island after the shipwreck. Realizing that there is no help to come, the protagonist goes deep into the wilderness, fighting these hordes of golems, goblins, orcs and other monsters. As for the gameplay, there are traditional RPG elements, turn-based combat system and a lot of different minigames that won't let you get bored. I think every one of you has already heard about iconic Serious Sam series of shooters, so you probably known that usually the events took place in Egypt, South America, Aztec tombs and so on. But this time we have Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem DLC, and here we will get to the completely different part of the world. In Russia, there are even more alien monsters and weapons, and Sam became even stronger. Your journey is going to take place in Siberia. The Samstone has to get to Tunguska, kick the aliens and punish the traitor General Brand who stole the Holy Grail. By the way, there is not only a single player mod but also a co-op option for those who love playing with friends. If you like complex puzzles with lifelike graphics, you should definitely check out the Entropy Centre. It is a science fiction game and your adventure will start in a strange half-ruined building. This is the main character area, comes to her senses and we have to help her figure out what happened here and get back home. As your journey goes on, you will find a puzzle-solving tool, a weapon and a companion all in one, the Astro Gun. By the way, many people say that the Entropy Centre is a lot like Portal. Well, they are indeed similar, but unlike the Speechless. Chill from Portal, I reckon, and even likes to talk and comment of everything that happens, and you might agree that this makes the game even more exciting. Our list today is coming to an end, and I'd like to finish it with the fascinating and rather touching adventure Arise, a Simple Story. The story begins with the funeral pyre going out and our character coming to his senses in mysterious limbo. He sees a distant light ahead of him and decides to get to the source of that light, passing the hard way and climbing to the snow-covered top of a huge mountain. Take my word for it, you will have a truly wonderful journey that will be filled with pleasant memories of your character and those he meets along the way. But since this is the afterlife, you will also have to deal with the horrible tragedies that have befallen some of the people who have gone there. Like I said, the game is really touching, so you should definitely give it a try. I hope today's video was helpful for you to find something new for you if you feel like you've already completed everything you possible could. And if so, leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's been Deni, see ya guys soon.